What's going on, guys? So figure out a little more about this rear view camera. Sorry, it's hot. It's just gonna be a quick couple minute video, no editing. I'm just gonna be talking. So there's two reverse wires on the back of the Boss radio. There's an output 12 volts and an input 12 volts, guys. So I mean, I should have cut on to this because I'm in low voltage for living, but what it means by output reverse camera wiring means it's supplying 12 volts from the head unit, and then all the wire is an input 12 volts, meaning that the Boss radio is receiving 12 volts from something. So this something will be, in this instance, it would be your reverse lights. So if you hook up to your reverse lights, it's receiving that 12 volts all the way up to your head unit, and it's going to switch it to reverse camera, so to speak. So if you hook up to the output, that makes it the way I had it prior. Made it so you can click on it however you want, whenever you want it, whether it be going on the highway, parking lot, whatever. That's how that made that. So if you want it to turn on when you shift the truck into to reverse, it needs to be on the input 12 volts positive from your reverse. So you have that RCA cable. If you guys remember, you have a yellow lead RCA and a red pigtail coming off it. So that one pigtail goes to the reverse 12 volt lights. The reverse lights, you get that from your 7-pin, your your tail light, or not your tail light, but your tail light with your reverse bulb in it. And wherever you get that 12 volts from when you shift the truck into reverse. Your fuse box, it could be that too. It could be a shifter, I'm sure, your little shift column thing. I don't know. You hook that to your input on your radio. Once you hook it to your input and you ground it, make sure, I read also that I'm not 200% sure about this, guys, but you have a ground that comes off the camera. I read two things. You can use a chassis ground like I did originally, like I showed you guys in my reverse camera install video. I also read that do not do that. Use the same ground that wherever you get your 12 volts from, use that same exact ground. Or rather that be the tail light, reverse light, 7-pin ground, your fuse box ground, whatever. Use that same exact ground. So what I did, so two things I changed. I changed my ground to my reverse light ground, and I switched the radio wire, the red wire going to my radio, to the input. That's all I did. And now it works when I shift the truck into reverse. I can't click on it manually now, which I honestly, like I said before, I don't really care for it. I just wanted it to work properly because it's there. I'm that kind of guy. So let me show you guys how to do it really quick, or what I mean by what's going to happen and everything. All right, so you got your keys. You turn your truck on, your radio turns on. It's a warm one, guys, today. Got a heat warning. Push agree. Put the truck in reverse. The camera turns on. Put it. No flickering, nothing. If your camera is flickering, I had mine flicker every once in a while. Check your ground wire. That solved my issue. It's not flickering like it wants to turn off kind of thing. Yeah, check your ground, but that's how you do it. So you hook up to your 12 volt input on the back of the radio, or signal wire. I think that's what Pioneers call it, is a signal wire. But on the Bosses, I can only speak for the Boss, is you hook it to the input wire on the back of the radio. Yeah, so guys, that black wire coming out of the camera harness, which is this one on my truck, I just put a little, connector in there. Yes, I know, guys. I don't have an individual black wire, so I had to run a separate red wire. There's two red wires that go up there. One right there, one right here. This is the 12 volt positive that goes to my tailgate light bar, and here's my ground. Where is it at? Right there. So on the back of these tail lights, you have a purple wire. I think I said that with a black stripe on an 03, and the black wire is ground. So I just tied that, used a T-tap just like one of these. Open the tail light harness right there. I just tapped into the black wire and the purple wire. That's how I got my reverse and ground. So I got the manual just so I could show you. So I hooked So how it says output, I hooked it up to the output. And again, output means it's taking power from the radio and bringing it to whatever you want it to power up when you click on the button. I switched it to the reverse input, which means it's receiving 12 volts from the light. That way it switches the screen to the reverse camera, like as you see on my radio. And then, I mean, you can hook that black wire up to the ground if you wanted to. Alrighty guys, I want to let you guys know my mistake before I sign off. It's been bugging me for a couple days, and so I went ahead and did a little more research on the Boss Radio wire input and output 12 volts. So if you have a Boss Radio, make sure you hook up that red pigtail wire to the input wire if you want it to come on when your shifter is. Other than that guys, stay tuned for more videos. I'm out. Hope this helps a little more. You guys all take it easy. Thank you, Blue Collar. Out.